My name's David Allen Lucas. I'm an author. I'm a martial artist. I've succeeded in life in many ways, and I've had many failures. I don't like to get personal too often. I don't like to share everything that's going on in my life on Facebook and YouTube and everywhere else that social media is at. But I do want to share what happened recently. You see, in January 2017, I was given an opportunity to chase my dream. An opportunity very few people would ever get, and I took it. I took it because I saw this as a chance. I saw this as a risk. I saw this as an opportunity to put my money where my mouth is. You see, several decades ago, I followed the advice of my father, or rather the insistence of my father, and I walked away from various dreams. Pursued the normal, everyday life so many of us get pushed into. And I was not strong enough to stand up to him. Of course, when he controlled the purse strings, what else can you do, right? Well, there are other things I could have done, I admit it, but still. So, over the last 4 months of this year, I have been beating myself up as if I was in the ring with Rocky Balboa. And believe me, I was losing. I felt like everything was stopped up. I didn't think there was anything that I could do. I didn't think there was anything I could accomplish. And this is coming from somebody who has achieved 4th degree black belt in a dark art, or in a street art. I call it dark art because we wear black from head to toe. This is coming from somebody who earned his Eagle Scout when he was 13. And this is coming from somebody who was told by his teachers and his principals that he didn't care when he was younger, that he wouldn't amount to anything, and to drop out of middle school, nevertheless drop out of high school. And I told them off and ended up eventually getting a master's degree. Yeah, I was on the ropes these last 4 months. And I really didn't know what to do. I had my writing to do. I've got Winding Trails Media, which I've been having trouble getting production done. Mostly right now is scheduling actors. It is where it is. And I've been having trouble getting voiceover to work, getting out of myself. And part of that was, and I think with all of it, is being too much inside of myself. Not being able to be loose. Not being able to play, if you will. So yesterday, I faced a choice. Either to shut up, admit failure, or pick myself up and work towards what I want. Well, I have to admit, failure looked like a good idea. And then I tossed on an old video from Rocky. Actually, I believe it was Rocky 3. It's a speech that Apollo Creed gave to Rocky Balboa after being beaten in a fight he should not have lost. I'll let you look up the speech, but it's about the Eye of a Tiger. You see, in that movie, Rocky had lost the Eye of a Tiger, the hunger to do and be what he could be. Realized that was my case. So I listened to that speech. I meditated on that speech. And before I go on, let me go into its address. I know I have many Christian friends who would say, just turn your troubles over to God. Let Him lift you up. Well, I'm sorry, I'm going to disagree with you. In the Bible, there's another parable of a man who gives his servants money, coins, and asks them to be stewards of them, to either spend them, save them, but to use them wisely. You see, that's what God did with me, or the universe did with me. I don't care what your religion is, however you want to put it. I have been given the talent. I have been given the drive, and I've been given the networking and the ability to go after my dreams. So I could either be the bad servant who didn't invest his money wisely, as that parable, and just give up, or I can use the gift that I was given and achieve. Well, as I mentioned before, I listened to the Apollo Creed speech, thought about it, meditated on it, and I realized, yeah, I had lost the hunger. So I'm going back to the beginning. I have gone back, and I've started over. And I realized, as I've started to chase the eye of a tiger, to borrow the phrase, I have 2 radio dramas. Okay, they need to be edited, but I have 2 radio dramas that I have written. They are basically ready. And I am working on a novel. I'm not just spinning my wheels for the last 4 months. I'm not just being a waste of time, which is how I felt. Not just wasting my time, but being a waste of time. And I took that speech in with me to my voiceover practice. And after working on the same scripts for a couple weeks, trying to get my voice right, trying to put the right character into this voice, into the speeches and so forth. And anybody out there who's done voice acting knows what work you've got to do. You don't just take a class and you're done. You've got to constantly work at it. You've got to constantly improve. Just like in martial arts, just like in writing. It's constant improvement, constant struggles, constantly pushing yourself to be better. And guess what? I pulled it off. No, it wasn't easy. I just didn't just walk in and do my takes right off the bat and, oh, everything was fantastic. But I did it. I'm sharing this because I know there's other people out there who face different struggles every day. Struggles with, do you chase your own dreams? Struggles with the talent that you may have been given. Whether that's artistic talent or some other kind of talent, engineering, computers, accounting, you're great with numbers, mathematics, or talent with understanding the universe and science and so forth. Whatever your talent is, yes, you're going to have times in which you're going to question yourself. Yes, you're going to have times in which you break yourself down to the very bone and want to collapse beneath the beatings that you give yourself. But you listen to your critics and you surrender to them. There's times you want to do that. I'm here to tell you, if you've got the talent, if you've got the drive, I can't guarantee success, but damn it, chase it. You've got what you've got. You may not be the richest person. You may have problems. You only know what those problems are. I don't. But you can overcome them. You can succeed in place of them. You have a choice. You can either be that chump who accepts everything that people tell him to do or her to do and just go about your life and be nothing. Or you too can chase the eye of a tiger. You too can strive to be your best, whatever that best is. If it was me, as you've always heard, my advice to you is chase the eye of a tiger.